It's officially the start of day 4, and we're waking up in a hotel room in the dark again, trying to make a mile. Yesterday was the worst day, we hope, for the whole trip. Teresa and I were ready to quit, basically crying on the side of the road. Again, I think it was our 7th time on the side of the road. We made it to Nashville, met up with our friends Kevin and Tim. They gave us a place where we could start to actually fix the things that were wrong with the truck rather than do them in the dirt on the side of the road, or at all these places we stopped where nobody would give us a hand or nobody cared. I gotta say, the car community is the best community in the world. If you don't know that already, you should get an old car and participate. Yeah. We feel as though we've got some energy. We feel like the truck is likely fixed so that we can drive it and be safe. It was getting to the point where I think we were either gonna kill ourselves or maybe even hurt somebody else on the highway. So that, I think, is solved. Now we're just to the point of driving an old truck across the country. Next stop, Dallas, to visit some other friends. And to say that we got our fingers crossed is an understatement. Yeah. Just come along for the ride. I think you'll enjoy this. You've probably been enjoying it so far, and if you missed last episode, you got to go back and watch that one. It was not inspiring for road trips, that's for sure. Let's go. Okay. Breakdown number 1, day 4. Wouldn't be day on the road if we weren't fixing the old truck. So we're gonna keep fixing the old truck.
Oh man.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Buckle up, Buttercup. I don't know.
This way. Let's go this way.
God. First good news is the truck's still there. Waiting for me like a champ. Tell ya, you said it already, but it wasn't easy getting through the day yesterday. I'm glad Teresa's good sport about it, because it wasn't fun. It wasn't one of those days where you think, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. We're hoping today's that day, though. It's wet, rained like crazy yesterday. So we'll get this thing loaded up. My luggage system, as you can see, is very specific. Turns out this pylon might have actually saved our lives.
Yeah, we really didn't realize how much this prevention was going to save our life.
Little forethought there.
Yeah, really good. High five on that.
It's happening. I have been on that seat for 4 days, and I think we're going to be on it for another week. Buttercup is over there getting breakfast, so we'll go pick her up. See if the old girl warms up enough to... We did a bit of tuning yesterday, so I wasn't sure what it was going to do at idle this morning in the cold. The idle air, or the idle screw, had a little piece of rubber covering it, I think, to space it out to allow it to work better. So, okay. Get my way just a touch. Yep, yubber. All right. Your seat goes back further than mine.
Yeah, apparently.
some point I want to try to fix that, but that won't be now. Oh, look at that. Breakfast of champions.
Bananas.
Dennis Collins, eat your heart out.
Blueberry muffins. And 2 hard-boiled eggs. And I grabbed some hot sauce just in case we find a burrito stand.
Shifter. Oh, nice shift. You feel that?
It's good.
Let's see this third one, see if it's any good. Perfect. So one of the small details that's going to make my day is this steering wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle, so I had to muscle it all day up here. Kevin put it on straight, and look at that. I can just relax my palms, just drive it like this. Hopefully no more white knuckle, but it already looks like it's going to be perfect. First breakdown of the day. Oh god. It's a lot more effort to get it slowed down. Hi, you little bugger. See me shutting it off and turning it on while we're in traffic there?
Yeah. Was that good or bad for it, do you think?
I don't know. My idea is that if you don't run it, then you don't let it get hot, right? That would have been really bad in the big traffic jam that we started with. Mm-hmm. Now the problem is, we'll go find out if the fan's running. Breakdown number 1, day 4.
Half an hour into the trip.
It's a little crazy because it's cold out. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. We're on the road again.
Easy.
Fox 17 News begins in a code red weather alert. Right now, we are tracking strong storms that include the threat of powerful long track tornadoes, and we don't say that very often.
Jesus Christ, that scared the hell out of me.
Hi there.
Good morning.
How are ya? Ooh.
This is great.
We tried it.
Oh, this is like that one in Washington.
15 minutes.
Oh God. 15 minutes? That's not enough time. Oh, Orange Crush. We gotta find Orange Crush. Something. I'm paying them.
Yeah, let's go do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
What it's like to travel with Buttercup. Well, she has a tiny little bladder, so it's 2 pee stops per fuel stop. It's never really boring. Sometimes her GPS and the real GPS don't match. But all in all, she's pretty well the best road trip buddy ever.
Just making a small idle adjustment here. Fire it up.
So there's road tripping for fun, and then there's driving in a vehicle that's 3/4 broken. And JF really impresses me with how he keeps us moving forward.
Low, too high, too low, too high. I bet you guys are all thinking. I bet you're all thinking of why the vice grips. Well, that little screw there looks like they've done something with it. Screwed it up, so I have to bend the actual tab. Does that sound like perfection? Ha! This thing is so cool. Okay.
Part of the poor decisions.
Yeah, see they?
What are you feeling?
I just feel they take a little longer to stop than they need to.
So at this point, JF hasn't shared with me that the brakes are troublesome and they're concerning again.
They're definitely working.
Okay, well.
Didn't look yesterday. Oh, sweet on it.
We're in the middle of Arkansas and we found a place called Keith's Automotive. Luckily enough, they're willing to help us a little bit, at least give us a slab of concrete, a jack, and a little expertise, if you will, because I don't know how these big trucks work, and it's time to adjust these brakes up. I think there's something wrong with them.
As they bed in, they get out of adjustment a bit. And then, wouldn't be a day on the road if we weren't fixing the old truck. So we're gonna keep fixing the old truck.
Oh man.
Pinion leak, which is no big surprise. Things are pretty wet under here. So, what you do on the road with that is you fill it. And then check it again in, I don't know, a couple thousand miles. I got any royal purple differential stuff. Synthetic oil, boost. Oh, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna put some of those in the radiator in a minute. This particular repair is half maintenance, half repair. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything with these brakes. Make sure they're adjusted up. Make sure there's nothing loose in the front end. Should have us back on the road pretty quick, I hope.
So I fast forward a lot of this video footage because, as you can imagine, we're here for almost 2.5 hours. So it takes a big chunk of our day out of our driving.
Teresa and I are doing just a little brake adjustment here. So as soon as the wheels start to grab a little bit, I know I can back the brakes off just a touch and we should be good.
Well, I really commend JF for his perseverance, for sticking with it. We are not getting too far down the road, but at least we're getting somewhere. And hopefully this will be the last of our issues with the brakes.
I could glaze them. I could have glazed them.
It's possible. Were they tight or?
Yeah, they were close. They weren't right tight, but they were close. And the way it's clicking, it almost feels like it's a proper self-adjustment system. It's just unnerving a little bit. It's like I'm driving it around a loaded head. It stops. Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
Have a safe trip.
Thank
Cheers.
you. What a nice man. It says on his Google thing that he's a super nice man, and I'm going to give him a very good Google review. So if you're ever in Little Rock, Arkansas, go see Keith.
Well, we're finally making miles and making friends.
It's kind of fun because we're getting lots of honks going down the highway, playing with the truckers a little bit. It makes it feel a little less lonely going down the highway for sure.
Yeah, friendly place once you get on the right roads.
How are your ears?
Hey!
Moment of celebration!
Woo!
We are halfway home finally. It has taken all that I can muster, but we're halfway home.
Yeah.
And we're not going to say much more about that because I'm a little bit superstitious and I would like things to continue to go relatively well because we got a super big treat for you coming up.
You got in there? Go sit beside your brother.
Baby,
Yeah,
we made it.
we made it.
Our first good travel day.
Yeah, well, one little hiccup, but that was only just a,
I don't know if it was a hiccup, it was just maintenance-y stuff that I really wanted to do.
yeah,
So I think we won.
yeah.
I think we won.
All right.
Okay, let's go for tacos.
Yeah.
Sunrise, sunrise. It's time to get on the road again.
Madame, your chariot awaits. What did we decide last night over a cold beverage and a glass of wine? This is probably the worst cannonball cross-country effort ever made,
Yes.
speed-wise. We're gonna make it fun.
Next time we do a cannonball, can I have the Lamborghini in the leather suit?
I think that sounds good. You gotta be kidding me.
Are you kidding?
Not even kidding. How's that even possible? And we just pull in here and all of a sudden we have the transmission.
I have no idea.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. It's just, it doesn't end. Is this where it ends?
Show up at a car wash to make the truck look good, and the transmission's got no park and no gears. I don't get it. This is the third time we're calling a tow truck.
Yeah, so all of our trucks are on the road right now, and all of our dualies at least. So I don't think we even have a trailer to fit the
inside the transmission, like just sheared something.
How did it go from driving to just all of a sudden not driving?
I have no answer for that. That I have no answer for. And I was just bragging up on it, so I used to just slow it down. Transmission jobs are all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's the solution for that. We're still only halfway home. But regardless, the transmission needs to be fixed.
Transmission.
We're working on it. Hey, we've got a 3-ton little flat deck truck, probably the size of your smaller wreckers, and we just blew the transmission in it in your town here, and we're just waiting to find out which transmission shop to take it to.
I think we're just outside of Levon.
Is that something we could arrange to have you guys tow over to a transmission shop?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay, well, let's get that started. You can come pick us up and we'll try to figure out something with the transmission shop.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me get them headed that way.
Thanks, bye-bye. Okay, we're gonna do one more test, and then you're not to put it back into park until the car's shut off. Do you understand that?
Turning it on.
Turning it on, putting it in reverse.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna say, okay, good enough, and you're gonna shut it off. Then it goes into park.
Yeah, while it's in reverse shut.
Yes, because you heard that grinding. That's because something's spinning and it's spinning.
Do you want me to, with my foot on the brake at all?
Yeah, probably, just in case it moves and doesn't run me over. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it could have been a good day.
My one buddy, Colin Stevens, has a couple of these old trucks. Maybe he can shed some light on why this thing won't move.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm on the side of the road, and I think I either cooked my rear differential or somewhere in its shifting from high range to low range, it's put itself into a neutral. I don't think
Oh, yeah, that can happen.
Can it really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that answer. Do you know anything about those?
It's electric, Glenn said, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. So you should be able to just power it up and make it, like, try to get it back into a gear again, right? Into high. Have you been using it?
No, not at all. No.
Yeah.
But that doesn't... It's always felt like it was in high gear, which should be pulling the lever, but I don't know if they wired it right.
Yeah, it should be up, the lever or whatever.
Yeah. But I had the lever down. But Glenn said it could at any given point then decide to go into that lower range. I mean, it's been a day since I moved the lever, so.
Have you had the cover off or anything?
No, I'm not. I'm in a car wash on the side of the road. I haven't done anything. I thought I'd call somebody who's actually seen what one of those looks like to see where to start.
Okay, well, you got to get the cover off of the shifting mechanism and see what's going on there.
All right, here we go again then. Okay, I'll get that and I'll send you a picture once I get there. Call you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I might still not be dead in the water. Is there gonna be one day that doesn't require me being a mechanic? Just one. Fuck. Now this is fairly dangerous. We're gonna need to put something behind the wheels so I don't run myself over. You're gonna have to come and see it from here, love.
Do you want me on that side?
Yeah. Okay, let's go see. What do they call that? Something's hope in hell? A fat chance?
Oh, whoa!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh my god!
How many times do I have to fix this truck? I can't believe it.
awesome.
Well, now I know how a 2-speed diff works. We shifted that thing 2 days ago and left it alone. I decided to shift it. That makes me pretty happy. But at the same time, why?
I'm glad you're still smiling and laughing.
I'm really happy we don't need a transmission right now is why. I wonder, it's like, hey God, do I have to get tested every day to make this trip worthwhile? I have dreams. This is where you put everything into a blurry shadow. I have dreams of traveling down the road, seeing some hot rods and just pulling into some guy's shop and having a beer, talking shit, having fun. But no, the little truck wants me fixing it all the time. Because, oh no, JF, can't do that. So y'all aren't going to believe where we end up today. It's one of those locations that I might say is like a holy grail location. So grab your cup of joe and let's go. We're at a super undisclosed location. Nobody gets the address. We get to go look at a super unique car collection.